By cloud, we don't mean an aerosol of liquid droplets or frozen crystals. No, not this, but we mean an abstraction. Basically, a collection of abstracted resources. And by resources, I mean computers, storage, networking elements, application software, other software, abstracted away from the user. That's what we really mean by cloud. Software are instructions for the computer. Software is intangible. You cannot touch it in your hand. You cannot hold it. Hardware is the physical thing, the physical electronics and the objects that make up a computer system. These things are very tangible. You can hold them in your hand. Platform is a stage for the software to run. Infrastructure are the resources that a platform or a software may require for the software to run. Networked computing. Think of it as just a bunch of computer systems connected together via some network. A provider gives some service to the person who receives it. The person who receives and uses the service becomes the consumer of that service. And that consumer may not necessarily be the same person who actually pays for the service. The person who pays for the service is the customer, and the provider receives that money. The consumer and the customer can be the same person, but doesn't have to be. For example, the company might be the customer and the employee may be the consumer of some service from some provider. Software developers develop applications. These applications require some stage, some platform, and that platform developers write the software needed to make the platform for the applications. The infrastructure developers are also software developers that create infrastructure needed by the platform and the application software that you want to run. Systems software developers develop software and sometimes hardware to build systems. Hardware developers create the hardware components that build up the systems that are used to build up the infrastructure, which in turn is used to run the platform, and on the platform will you run the applications themselves.